Well, it's interesting because the Xbox Series X is getting a new update coming off the back of a pretty good showcase. And I know people are probably maybe a little bit tired of talking about the showcase, but, it was a good one. I think that, now that we've had a little bit of time to pass, it's easy to sit there and look at this and go, hey, that showcase was definitely one for the ages. It's one that I think we all were looking forward to. Yes, there's things that we can change. There's things that could have been in there. There's things that, maybe wish that Microsoft didn't say afterwards, or Phil Spencer. But just based on the gaming alone, which I'm trying my best to sort of do that, come at it from that perspective. Just, okay, listen, as a gamer, they showed great games, and that's awesome. Now, I could interject my inner Xbox fan critique, and that would be something totally different. But for right now, we'll just stick with, I thought that their showcase was awesome. Yes, there's a little bit to nitpick here and there, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't a great showcase, because obviously it was. This was the showcase that they needed. This was a showcase that really kind of was promised for years and years and years, and so it's nice to see. But there's also an Xbox Series X, and regardless of how you feel about Xbox, this Xbox Series X is going to be around for a while. We're in year 4, and they obviously are doing some kind of little small refreshes with it. Personally, I would have liked to seen a Slim for the Series X itself, but it wasn't, so kind of is what it is. And so we have this situation where we get what we get. But it is a great console. You will never ever see me say that the Xbox Series X isn't a great console, because it is. It's 100% an awesome console. So there's an update rolling out this month. Team Xbox is bringing new ways to make Xbox better based on feedback, and this update features brand new features and experiences across console, controller, and things like that. So, console update. Personalize your home backgrounds even more. Do you have a favorite dynamic background, or do you prefer to look at game art? Before today's rollout, you had to decide whether you wanted to enjoy dynamic background versus rotating, through all the game art. Now you can mix and match. No need to compromise. You can find the new option under Settings, General, Personalizations, My Background, Show Selected, Game Art. Want even more options? There's also a new setting that lets you adjust a dynamic background color without changing your profile color. Easily connect your Xbox to your wireless networks as well is a new thing. Switching between Wi-Fi networks just got a whole lot easier for your Xbox. You can now remember up to 10 wireless networks that you used before and hop on them without typing the passwords again. It's also easy to forget and disconnect from wireless networks once you're done. No need to remember the Wi-Fi from your trip unless you plan to go back. So, that's a really cool kind of thing that they're offering there. Like, if you take your Xbox, let's say you take your Xbox Series S with you somewhere, you go on vacation, which, by the way, that's the perfect console to take with you on a trip or something. So you take that with you, and you're in a really good spot, and you're using some internet and things like that. It's nice that you'll be able to kind of remember that, and then when you get back home, you don't got to re-enter your internet for situation. So yeah, love the fact that they're doing that. Really cool update indeed. Also, this is pretty cool to see as well. You can manage subscriptions directly from your console, which I thought was a really cool thing. You can change your subscriptions once you're there. You'll be able to select the options that work best for you. Some experiments you might see on your console. They're always experimenting and looking for ways to make your console experience better. This month you may notice updates such as the ability to find people using console search, updates to the Game Pass page layout and style, and additional information to search card results and flashcard store buttons. As they roll out these experiments, a random subset of players will be able to give them a try. Also, thankfully, this is one that I'm happy about as well. Wireless controller firmware update starting today. They're rolling out a firmware update for your Xbox controller. If you use the Xbox adaptive controller, you'll have the expanded support for connected USB accessories. This update will better support functionality. You'll also see improvements to wireless disconnects for the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller 2, and when a headset is attached to its port. Plus, you'll get some bug fixes to make gaming smoother, so that's pretty cool as well. My Xbox controller tends to disconnect randomly sometimes, so yeah, nice to see that that's going to be kind of fixed up as well. They obviously want people to kind of give feedback to what's going on and things like that with the Xbox platform. Now, I know some people think, I'm really down on Xbox or whatever the case may be. Not the case. I like Xbox. I think, a lot of what Xbox is doing is great. I think the main problem that I would have is the communication stuff. I would just rather know what's going on than not know what's going on, if that makes sense to you guys. So, it can be a little bit frustrating as a fan, but, listen, if you have an Xbox right now, all that stuff that they showed, you're going to be able to play that, and I think that's pretty damn cool that you're able to play that, and that Xbox is going to be having some games finally, Hopefully they can continue on that output and grow and get some things going with the Xbox, with the Xbox stuff and stuff that's going on. So, like I said, is it perfect? No. Do they have some games finally? Absolutely. Nice to see that that's coming and things like that. I hope that, we continue to see a lot of these things before too long. But, again, it really just kind of depends on where you come from with this stuff, So I hope that Microsoft can make Xbox relevant. Maybe these games will do that. I would have liked to maybe see them not mention anything about exclusives going elsewhere. Let people invest in, let people invest in the platform, Maybe we'll see some of that. Xbox Series X's have been on sale a lot lately, so, I think that's a good thing. And we'll see what happens. Like I said, they are continually to improve the hardware. They have said that they're going to make new hardware. Whether or not you trust that, I think that's for everybody to kind of decide on their own. At the end of the day, it really kind of comes down to what they want to do. So, again, very interesting time to be a fan, but an exciting time as well. Maybe a little bit uncertain, but also a very exciting time to see what's going to be next. And apparently there's going to be some cool stuff next. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we get even more announcements at Gamescom. Maybe we get a haptic controller before that. It really kind of just depends, So, keep the faith, keep gaming. I think that's the most important thing. Gaming is like, such a great thing. Maybe it's better just to keep at it instead of, being, bummed out by all this other stuff. I don't know. I'm going to try doing that myself, We'll see. I'll link this in the description. Make sure you catch the update. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer, out.